Hello again. Now we are gonna read a few more pages of our story, Now and Ben. Please open your reading book on page 525. I'm gonna read slowly and I want you to read after me. And when I stop for a few seconds, I want you to please pause the video and read all that part on your own. Let's get started. Now, many buildings and homes use lightning rods to protect against lightning strikes. Again. Now, many buildings and homes use lightning rods to protect against lightning strikes. This is the lightning rod, and they are gonna explain more about it here. But before that, I want you to please pause the video and read this part on your own. Ben invented the lightning rod and was the first to use it. The pointed iron rod acts like a magnet and grabs an approaching lightning bolt from the sky before it can strike the rooftop. The electricity then travels safely down a long wire into the ground. It prevents fires and keeps dangerous amounts of electricity away from the house. I'm gonna read it all over again. Please listen to me, then pause the video and read on your own. Ben invented the lightning rod and was the first to use it. The pointed iron rod acts like a magnet and grabs an approaching lightning bolt from the sky before it can strike the rooftop. The electricity then travels safely down a long wire into the ground. It prevents fires and keeps dangerous amounts of electricity away from the house. Pause the video please and read. Now I'll ask you a question. Do you understand the meaning of lightning rod? The meaning is here. Do you know where it is? Here it is. The pointed iron rod acts like a magnet. So what does it do? It grabs an approaching lightning bolt. If the lightning bolt from clouds is coming near the building, what does it do to it? It just grabs it. It catches that electricity from the sky before it can strike the rooftop. So here is the clarification of the lightning bolt. Then the electricity travels safely down a long wire into the ground. If I ask you, why is the iron rod important? How do we benefit from it? The answer is here. It prevents fires and keeps dangerous amounts of electricity away from the house. So it's mainly put to keep the building safe. See, it goes from the rooftop down to the ground to release the electricity from the cloud, okay, once it hits, it catches the electric bolt, and it just moves it down safely to the ground before it burns the building. I'll just show you a simple explanation of the lightning rod. It's a metal wire going from the highest point of a building, from the rooftop, it's put here on top of the building, to the ground. It moves it down here to the ground. It protects the building. This is its importance. It protects the building by taking the electricity to the ground. Let's move on. I want to show you this picture, then we read. You see this tool that the guy is using to get something that's placed on the highest shelf? You know what we call it? We'll read about it now. Now, this gadget goes by many names, such as the grabber. Now, this gadget goes by many names, such as the grabber. So this tool that you saw in the picture has many names. One of them is the grabber. To grab means to catch something. Everyone has seen one. It's the longest stick that helps grab items from out of reach places. Out of reach places means far away or hard to reach places. I'm gonna read again. Now, this gadget goes by many names, such as the grabber. Everyone has seen one. It's the longest stick that helps grab items from out of reach places. Now please pause and read. Ben invented the original device and called it the long arm because it worked like a very long arm. Ben invented the original device and called it the long arm because it worked like a very long arm. Pause and read it, please. Now let's look at this picture and see how Ben's long arm looked like. Of course, it's different from the device or the tool we use nowadays, that is the grabber. They are not exactly the same, but it's a similar one. Let's read on. Now, swimmers and divers use flippers to move faster through the water. Now, swimmers and divers use flippers to move faster through the water. These are the flippers, you know them already, and you know that divers and swimmers mainly use them to be able to swim easily and fast. Please pause and read. Now, ships travel across the Gulf Stream to take advantage of the fast current. Now, ships travel across the Gulf Stream to take advantage of the faster current. Please pause and read. I'm gonna explain to you. The Gulf Stream is a warm ocean current. Current means the flow of water in the ocean, in the river, in the sea. So when the water flows in a body of water, we call it current. So what is the Gulf Stream? Notice it has capital letters, so it's the name of that stream, special name, okay, proper name. It's the warm ocean current of the northern Atlantic Ocean. Beside America, there's the Atlantic Ocean, and the Gulf Stream is here in the northern part of it. Here's the Atlantic Ocean, and you find the Gulf Stream, the warm water through which the ships move easily. It's located here, okay? So they tell you mainly in this part that ships nowadays know the importance of the Gulf Stream and how easy it is to travel through it. It makes the movement faster. The movement of the ships there is faster and easier. Up to now we are talking about our recent time and what we use. Let's read. Now we understand and accept the benefits of vitamin C. Now we understand and accept the benefits of vitamin C. Please pause and read. We all know that vitamin C is very useful for our bodies, and we need to have it in order to stay healthy. Now let's compare what we know now. We know swimmers use flippers. Now ships know the importance of the Gulf Stream. Now we know the importance of vitamin C. And let's compare what we know now with Ben's time and what he discovered. Ben invented things even when he was a boy. Ben invented things even when he was a boy. He was an avid swimmer and built wooden flippers for both his hands and feet. So were his flippers the same as the flippers that swimmers use nowadays? Of course not. His flippers were made of wood, but he is the first one to use them. He was. Now I'm gonna read this part again. Ben invented things even when he was a boy. He was an avid swimmer and built wooden flippers for both his hands and feet. Avid swimmer. The word avid means extremely eager or interested in something. Like if someone loves football so much, we say he is an avid football fan. If someone loves swimming very much, we say he is an avid swimmer. Now please pause and read. Ben measured, charted, and publicized the Gulf Stream during his 8 voyages across the Atlantic Ocean. Ben measured, charted, and publicized the Gulf Stream during his 8 voyages across the Atlantic Ocean. So, what did Ben do? He made 8 voyages. The voyage is this. It's a long journey by ship. So what do we call the long journey by ship? Voyage. Voyage. How many voyages he made? He made 8 voyages. And throughout those 8 voyages or journeys by ship, he measured, he knew the distance of the Gulf Stream. He also charted it. He drew it on a chart. And publicized, he made it known for the public people. He educated people about the importance of the Gulf Stream after he discovered it. And that's it. Now please pause the video and read this part. Ben was an early promoter of eating citrus fruits to help prevent a disease called scurvy. Scurvy was a very dangerous disease that happened to people who didn't eat citrus fruits. Citrus fruits are the sour fruits that you know. Here they are. They are orange. They include orange, pink grapefruit, white grapefruit, mandarin, lime, lemon. These are only a few examples of citrus fruits. How do they taste? They taste sour. And they told you that Ben, was the early promoter of citrus fruits. So a promoter is a person who encourages people to like, buy, or use something. So he's the one who told people about the importance of eating citrus fruit to protect their bodies against diseases. To promote, to do the action of promote, is to encourage people to like, buy, or use something. Here's an example. Advertising companies promote products. So the companies that make ads or advertisements promote products. They encourage us to buy or use those products. So promote is the verb and promoter is the noun. It refers to the person who encourages others to use something. And here's again, citrus fruits. Let's read this part again. Ben was an early promoter of eating citrus fruits to help prevent a disease called scurvy. Now, this is the end of today's reading lesson. Please read this part and practice reading the pages that we've read together, and we will have a new lesson tomorrow, inshallah. Take care. Wish you a wonderful day. Bye bye.